Hi students, let us revise our lesson for PA1. The first lesson which we saw was How the Camel Got His Hump by Rudyard Kipling. It is a short name of Rudyard Kipling. Okay, abridged is actually cut short for literary work. Any author can cut short the name, the full name, and keep it short. That is abridged. So this entire lesson is dealing with how the camel got his hump. This lazy camel was in the middle of a desert. Why? Because he did not want to work. He ate sticks and thorns and prickles and so on. He didn't speak anything to anybody. Only thing what he said was hump. So along with him in the desert lived dog and an ox and horse, and those three animals went to the in charge of the desert, the jinn, and complained. What they complained? They complained against the lazy camel who did not want to work. He knew only to eat and sleep, and said hump. And the jinn said okay, that he would take care and deal with the camel. Once he appeared to the camel and he asked him to work, still the camel said hump, and therefore he got annoyed. Jinn got annoyed, and since you said hump, you would grow your own hump on your back, so you would carry that forever because of your misbehavior. So this was the reason why the camel got his hump. It is just a fiction, imaginary account of why camel got his hump. So finally the jinn sat down with his chin in his hand while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. In the final paragraph, you see how he got punished. You have given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning. So from Monday morning he did not work, all on account of your idleness. Idleness means just stationary, like laziness, said the jinn, and he went on thinking with his chin in his hand. What he finally said? The camel again said hump. I shouldn't say that again if I were you, said the jinn. You might say it once too often. I want you to work. And the camel said hump again. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back, that he was so proud of puffing up into a great big hump. Do you see that? Said the jinn. That's your very own hump that you brought upon your own, your very own self by not working. So it was all because the camel did not work, and therefore he got his hump. Today is Thursday, leaving Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These 3 days he didn't work. And today is Thursday, and you have done no work since Monday, when the work began. Okay, since the work began, he didn't do anything. So now you are going to work. How can I, said the camel, with his hump on my back? With this hump, it's a heavy hump. How can I work? That has a purpose, said the jinn. All because you missed those 3 days. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating. Camel's nature is to survive without eating for 3 days. So once it eats and drinks, it preserves, it preserves the food in his hump, and he would never feel thirsty for 3 days. So this is the logic behind the story. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating because you can live on your hump. So you would store everything in your hump and you can live on your hump. And don't you ever say, I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and go to those three animals and behave well with them and work. You should not say that I have not done anything to you, said the jinn. I have given you punishment. At the same time, for 3 days you can survive without eating anything. That is a kind of blessing I have given with the hump. And the camel went away to join those three animals. And from that day, this present time, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feelings, but he has never yet caught up with the 3 days. He has never covered those 3 days working that he missed at the beginning of the world. So, in the beginning of the world, when animals worked for man, and he has never yet learned how to behave. So, this is the end of the story. This is all about the reason behind how the camel got his hump. Any doubt, you can clarify with me in the class. Thank you.